back and welcome once again to another segment of Speak Your Mind. I'm your host, Serafina Wedlock. Now, Monday it is today, and something I'm sure a lot of the family look forward to on Fiji, FBC television, is the Fiji's Dancing Superstars. Now, one I've noticed, I've also have heard around, Talanoa sessions that a lot of people have been keeping up to date with this particular program. Well, it's coming. We've got 8 contestants, vying for the winning spot. And here, of course, to talk about this and also the lead up to the actual finale is Mr. Sandeep Narain, who's in studio with us. He's our guest this this afternoon, rather. And he's also the producer of the show. Mr. Narain, good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good afternoon, Tina, and good afternoon to all the listeners of Speak the Mind on a Gold FM.
All right. Now, Mr. Narain, first of all, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Okay. I born in Lautoka, and I studied in Fiji till the university in Suva, and then there was a coup d'etat in 2000 where we have forced to go to overseas and study in overseas. So I have completed my master's in UTS in Sydney, and after that I joined a career with the United Nations. I was based in Singapore for 2 years and 7 years in the Philippines as education director with the UN. And with this career, I developed a lot of activities that I have done, actually achieved a lot into my career. We are handling not only education but other activities part of included in the education division, where there are nutrition of children and infrastructure. So those are the activities that I did in my life. And I moved back to Fiji just 2011, just before the December flood happens in January flood. Sorry, in Nandi. And there's a time I moved back. And when I came back, I just started promoting healthy lifestyle in Fiji. So I opened a cafeteria called Tutti Frutti, which is in Nandi, and very soon to be open in Suva.
Nice.
And this is only the cafeteria in Fiji right now that promotes the fresh fruit juice and fresh fruit smoothies. And fresh salads, fruit salads and garden salads to promote that healthy lifestyle. Where the Fiji's Dancing Superstar is concerned, last year, Bula Festival, when I was watching that, some of the performance by the children. And also at the same time when I came for the Hibiscus, where we see that children are performing on the stage. I thought that if we start developing this kind of talent and provide them a platform, a great platform and opportunity while in all overseas and in large countries where you can see the television program is mostly basically put on the talent.
That's true.
And these are the quite, winning hearts of the people and also to entertain the family in the country. So this was my first a task on entertainment, coming from a different part of career. And coming to in education and coming into dancing. But during my career, yes, we have done lots of development under the talent program, where we see workshops for children, and where we know that the physical exercise, physical activities are always helpful where the education is concerned. So we have developed it. We have supported lots of production in overseas. And so this was some of the ideas that I had from myself, and I put this on and start doing the format, the content of the show. And from there we start doing, proposing to the television stations and proposing to a couple of sponsors, and then while we're waiting for sponsors to make a decision, because it's a very tough thing.
Of course, and it's a long process as well. How long was it when you came up with the concept? How long has it been to actually putting this into the program?
Okay, I was very quick on it.
I'm sure.
August, I came up with the content and the concept.
Last year?
Last year, August.
Okay.
And August, I registered the business Ganesh production. And September, first week, I launched the audition. So it's just 3 weeks' time, I have to put up the
there's just no delay with you.
Yes, that was first thing, that because I really wanted to push this thing to go ahead, and I said once we have set up a goal, we need to achieve it. And we know difficulties a lot came in, and still the difficulties we're facing for this production, because it's the first time in Fiji. But we do not want to stop and hold ourselves. We actually started in September, and it was a big thing because we go for auditions. And it cost a lot. We go to every town for audition. I know lots of the dancing program in Fiji.
So this all took place in September? From September to December?
September to December, we went around until November 30th. We went around all the town and city in the country. We made auditions where we.
So did you have to take a team for these particular auditions? Like when you came up with the concept and then you had to get people together, were there a lot of enthusiasts that that just jumped on board and said, this is a good idea, I'm all for it? or did you have to kind of convince them and twist their arm to come on board such a big project?
To be honest, because I'm speaking of my mind.
Go for it. That's what
Yeah.
the show is about.
No, it was very tough.
Sure.
To even talking to judges to come on board.
Yeah.
People first thing is how much you're going to pay me out of it,
That's
and
so true.
even anyone I took on board. The first thing is that my time is involved in these things. So I haven't seen. As I said, that I came from a different country where I spent almost 12 years of my life and on a career and activities that I did. I haven't seen that kind of things in Fiji. I really had a hard time
The
when talking
enthusiasm
to,
or the passion.
Yes, a
Right.
passion and a people that really thinks of, just
Not the money side, just
Yeah.
like doing it for the people.
as a
for the
development
kids,
into a
for the
country
children, yeah.
for the children. Any development with a
Yeah.
concern in the country where you say that you do not be a selfish and try to
Yes.
to dedicate yourself into community or
Right.
into society.
Right.
It was a little tough, and but of course we paying to all of the people that we have took.
Yeah.
Yes, we took about 15 people each audition,
Mm-hmm.
and it's packaged with we have judges going on board. We have the production team who does the shootings
Right.
and editings and those people, sound engineers, and then we have volunteers who assist us.
Yes.
So this what number 15 people going to every town, and we
Yes.
do the setup. We hire the halls there, and we make announcement. And our announcement procedure was the first was that some ads we have put on television,
Mhm.
and it was great that FBC also covered a couple of news coverage in the beginning, and it was without any condition that I wanted to do something, and they came on board and they said, okay, we cover a couple of news. So they
Yes.
have done about 3 or 4 news coverage for me in
Yes,
the
yes.
West. And we took that, and I think the Vodafone, we were using a text platform, so we sent a message to every town that
Yep.
this week is the audition in your town, and if you want to, this is the venues, and you can come, or you can just register by texting it. So yes, this was great, and for the first audition, because this is the first time we're doing it, total of 2,773
Applicants.
had done the actual audition.
Wow, that's a big
Applicant
number.
was far more.
Yeah.
It was 12,000 something that was registered. But I think the dates there sometime depends on people who are not available on that.
Yeah.
But the total number that we have auditions was 2,700.
That's still a big number.
Yeah.
And out of this 2,000, you came down to what? Only 10 contestants, I believe, or was it?
No, we came out to the 60 contestants.
60.
We have tried to divide it into how many towns we are going in Fiji and
Okay.
cities, and then where we picked up like top 6, top 5, or top 7 in
Right.
each town, and bring them a total of 60. And then we did a mega audition, because this was part of my content in a format
Yeah.
of this show, and we did a mega audition in Suva. Out of that 60, we picked up the Super 12, and any television program in overseas, if you can see, the top 12 will always go for a television actual
Yes.
program.
Yes.
So we took 12, and from there we started the television show. And yes, we try to blend this show, because this is a Fiji, so we wanted to have a multicultural,
Right,
multi-ethnical
yeah.
blend.
To cover all fields.
Yes, to all fields and to all ages.
Mm.
So we did this blend of show, and we proposed to FBC sometime December. I think it was just a week before the New Year Eve. On the New Year Eve, we have signed a contract with the FBC for airing this show, and was happy without giving us, any tough time or any conditions on
Right,
the
right.
production. Yeah, FBC allowed us to air the local show for free on FBC TV.
That's right. We're just good like that. Well, Mr. Narayan, we're actually heading into a break now. We want to know, if you want to know more about the process, stay watching, because we've got more still to come on Speak Your Mind. Welcome back to Speak Your Mind. And with us in studio, we have the Fiji Dancing Superstars producer, Mr. Sandeep Narayan, who's also the founder for Ganesh Productions. Now, Mr. Narayan, we were talking about the audition process. More than 2,000 people made it, but you had to cut that down to 60 and then to the final 12. Now, since the auditions and then leading up till now, how has the journey been so far?
For me, I would say it was a very hard journey. And sometime I think about that, why I took this task, and
Yeah.
things it comes into my mind. And yes, it's very tough, because it took us at the expense of the show, which
Yeah.
we didn't realize that it's gonna go to jump to that amount, which we have not been expected that it would be. So it was the first thing, and Then the other thing was look for trainers, choreographers,
Yeah.
because as soon as I put a Super 12 contestants out of that, and then we need now to train these, and because these are a raw talent, and
Exactly.
now we need to actually transform these dancers for a television show. And as I said, it's first time, so how you speak to a camera, how you dance to a camera, not to the audience, and these
Right.
things. And judges need to see that how you entertain to the people,
Yeah.
not just judging what the contestants have been performing on.
Exactly.
So these are the things that I have, still we struggling it in a way of that.
Would
It's
you say that maybe you rushed into this process, like looking at the unforeseen circumstances? I know that you did the concept in August, and then you went ahead in September. Now, for you personally, would you say that I could have like maybe researched a little bit more, kind of cover the unforeseen circumstances? What would you say your your time frame was? Was it rushed for you?
what I see right now, and the process that I went through,
Mm-hmm.
either if I rush or I research and do it gonna be end up with the same scenario.
Mm-hmm.
The way of that, if I did not started the program, I would not able to learn a lesson
True.
or learn that these are the difficulties that
Yeah.
we face. Because when we start looking for choreographers, example,
Yeah.
there are lots of people came out, and I'm the good choreographer in
Right.
Fiji,
Right.
because for me just new in Fiji, because I came back after 12 years. I
Exactly.
do not know who you are and where you're from. So in that way, I just maybe put a research and look for and get it people and
Right.
line up, and then I say I'm gonna start the show. But then I will be ending in up with the same scenario that we have it today. So I think rushed or I would not rushed, it would be the same
Right.
situation. But the thing is that if I would not started this program, I would not able to see the raw talent that we have, and it's a very great the raw talent that
Oh
we have
yes,
in
of
Fiji.
course, of course.
And this was because we started it, and then we see difficulties are there. Anything we start new, this is a very new show in Fiji. This is a new development for television program that we're doing it, and at the same time that we are not a very big company or a big
No,
lots of
yeah.
people combined with us. Everyone that works with us, they are all we're paying everybody to come on, and finally it comes up to
But I have to say, man, it's really good the fact that you just took the reins and went ahead with this on a short time frame again. So far, it's been doing so well. I mean, and the challenges will come with it, of course. With the contestants, now I know you've worked closely with the 12 contestants. How do they for the journey for them, having spoken one to one with them, how has the journey been for them? I know we'll be talking to some contestants later on the show, but for you personally, what has the relationship between you, has it been between you, the contestants, the judges, the whole team, all involved in the production itself?
Okay, when as I said, when we started in the beginning, we are having hard time with that,
Yeah.
and but when it's coming now to at the end, and where that the parents of the contestants, the families of the contestants, and the contestant itself sees
Yeah.
that this is running on the television, they're coming on television,
Yeah.
people start voting to them. So we said the relations between the contestants to us as a production team has been little change from the
From the first time,
first
yeah.
time to today. And most of contestants, we keep them in our house, because I live in Suva now, and I
Right.
keep my contestants in my house
Oh, so
for
you house
Tuesday.
them as well?
Yeah, we house them. Every Tuesday they come to our house, and they stay Tuesday, Wednesday. They do training. We provide food,
Yeah.
we cook for them. So it's somehow we treat them as a family.
Yes.
Yes, some differences has some contestants where the behavior things has been count, where the attitude things we having little hard time to to cope on that.
Right.
But we're trying that slowly by slowly. When we say that you become the dancing superstar in Fiji, it's not talking about only the dancing's bringing to you, but we also want to put to contestants this behavior, the attitude, the
Yeah.
dedication into community, because unless you just call yourself a superstar and you are not involved, or you don't have that ethics, the values, the
Yes.
behaviors in you, so there is no use for us to create this kind of program. So when I made my rules and regulations, and where I put that these are the criteria for the votings, and this is the percentage we're taking it about your behaviors.
Right.
So these are the things we told to the contestants, and I see that slowly by slowly it's been changed.
Mm.
Contestants are now become in the way of that they're on time. initially don't have to call them come for
It,
practice. They're
yeah.
now eager to come and practice. They will be ahead of time for practice. They wake up at 4:30 a.m. in the morning and they start doing the jogging and rehearsal, because
Nice.
first time I remember when they came on the first week, they wake up at 10:30. And we wake up in the morning, they're all lying down and
Yeah,
sleeping. They were
yeah.
not bothering. They were just saying it's a holiday, and
Yeah, yeah.
just relaxing. But now you say they wake up 4:30 a.m. They start jogging. They start practice. So that's what actually the difference that we have brought in. These are the young people. They are
Yeah.
the youths now, and their lives is mostly on entertainment themselves, and also been having friends and going out.
Yes,
But
yes.
at the other part with our show, we can see that these youths take responsibility
Mm,
as a challenge, that they have been part of this television program, and they seek they would actually go and to become a superstar in Fiji, but at the same time they want to work hard, struggle
exactly,
themselves to
exactly.
become the superstar.
It must be hard dealing with a lot of different personalities.
Yes.
12 to be exact that all came, and then now it's down to 8.
Yes, actually, when you say 12, we have two groups in it.
Right.
So one group which is contain of five people.
Ah,
That's
okay,
the
okay.
Black Coconut
Black,
tribe
yep.
from Nosori, and we have the other one which is Duet, which is two of them. So total of 12 plus 4 and 1. It's
Oh, so it's 12 people.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, how has your family been like throughout all this? I know it wouldn't have been easy for them as well. Because when you took over this program, I'm sure they committed as well for with the
Yeah.
whole process.
It was tough because we from Nandi,
Yeah.
and family lives in Nandi, and I most of the time was living in Suva, so it's difficult to live away from my children and a
Yeah.
wife. And they just moved back when the school opened, so now we live together, and yeah, they work all together. We trying to do things that in the way of that we show the appreciation to our contestants, because this is our own show, our own
Exactly.
program, and we're taking this not as a business of money making, but we try to think what the initiative we started with.
Exactly.
It's a development that we want to do in the country to show that our younger people here in Fiji, our children, can be in that industry where all the overseas countries been talking about. And as a small country, we can also show to the world that we have this talent to show them.
Exactly. Thank you, Mr. Narayan. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. This is Speak Your Mind. I'm your host, Serafina Wedlock. And when we come back, we'll also be talking to some of the contestants. But for now, we're heading to a break. Welcome back to Speak Your Mind, and we're with the Fiji's Dancing Superstars producer, Mr. Sandeep Narayan, and we'll also be talking to some of the remaining contestants that are vying for the top spot for Fiji's Dancing Superstars, aired on FBC TV Monday nights. Now, Mr. Narayan, okay, auditions process finished. Now we've got the contestants leaving at home, having to come and stay with you just before the actual the performance days. Now, sponsorship. How has it been since you've taken over this journey? How has the sponsorship been for you?
It was really tough.
I'm sure.
To be honest, that up to today we only have two sponsors on the show.
Okay.
To be speaking the mind and telling what we spending on it, it's almost $303,000 we spending the total on this show.
Okay.
From the first day up to the grand finale. So
Right.
this is the spending. Only we able to get a sponsorship of $12,000 from the LICI and a Ministry of Youth, which supported with the $10,000.
Yes.
Now we really looking for sponsors, and we now discussing with the Fiji government and through the FIRCA and Film Fiji, where there was a law which is initiatives for sponsors under the Schedule 6th of the tax law, where the sponsors can get up to 150% on incentives. So we right now on discussion with the Film Fiji, and Film Fiji has just been asked me to submit the application today
Right.
in the morning, which we have submitted to them. They will take 3 to 5 days. By that, they will process that incentive for sponsors.
Okay.
In the beginning, I was like been misguided by a couple of government agencies to go here and there, which I have been tried from December. But finally, request was made to the office of AG, and we were able to get that these are the law there,
Yeah.
which is in already in power, which we can go and use this and try to get and appeal our sponsors to come on board. So just for sponsors, if you're watching or listening this program, we are discussing with Film Fiji where the process for the incentives is going on, and it could take a few days for us to get that thing done. if you're really interested into support, this is like I was talking to a couple of sponsors in the beginning to be, like also the sponsors misguided in the way
Yeah.
of that. Okay, you get a television on board, and once television come on board, we will sponsor the program.
Yeah.
Once television came on board, then we went back to them, and then sponsor said, no, we need incentives on it.
Okay.
So this how it went
Yep.
in that program. But now we reached to the level that Fiji's Dancing Superstar, and in my tonight's program, I have announced that day by day we will be the best television program in Fiji. We have working hard in close with the U.S. Embassy and Indian High Commission for providing more training to our production people in coming months before we launch by July our season 2 with FBC.
Right.
And by that time, slowly by slowly, as I said, we will be the best program in Fiji, or the best local content program
Yeah.
in Fiji. We'll make sure that it happened. And if you looking after to support or to sponsor, is this not only to promote a product or a brand? This is something I look at in a way of a CSR, which is a corporate social responsibility for a company or individual that has been existing into in a local community.
Yeah.
Take some initiative to people. Someone who say, okay, come and I'll try to help the uplift this development that we're trying to do in a sense of community support, a community program that we are doing it. This is a youth development that we are doing
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm looking for people here. It's little tough. People mostly goes on commercials and advertisement, but
True.
not in a way of thinking that this is the responsibility while we exist in a community or society. We need to be part of it, and we know we need to see if national development is there. Why not we join and do it?
That's true.
So I appeal through this program that please try to think about it, because we need to be involved in the
Exactly.
community.
And like you said, this is for sure, your social responsibility, and also you're doing something for the youth as well, trying to put this, a platform for them. Now, I have to ask this. I know a lot of people must be thinking, oh, what is he making out of it?
Yeah.
Now, tell the viewers and tell them, what would you get out of this?
Okay, see, the program that I'm doing it for the season 1, I believe also season 2, we will
Yeah.
get nothing out of it. As I said, $303,000 we're spending it. We only get 12 plus 10, $22,000 is sponsorship at this board. We'll get nothing out of it.
Exactly.
I'm also not in the way that I started this program. If you look at the profile of Ganesha Production, was not there anything on profitability of this thing. It was part of, as I said, where I come from as a career, working with the United Nations and trying to develop lots of program. I have a 200-page profile of mine, which I have done lots of
and it's really thick.
activities
Yeah.
into overseas.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of why I cannot do some development to our country and taking
Exactly.
this kind of initiative. No?
And this is good. I have to say, kudos to you, Mr. Narayan. I mean, for taking this initiative and trying to do something for our youth. Having a platform for them, and you just basically bringing what you have learned, what you have been trained to do, and bringing it back into the country.
Yes.
So this is really good. And you know what? He's not making anything out of that, but this is the contestants have their talents to answer for. But the big finale, when is this planned?
Okay, the big finale we've been planned for the 15th of March, which is next week.
Next week.
Saturday. And before we start that grand finale, we will be doing a road tour.
Yeah.
And this Friday with the FBC OB team, we are going to the Western tour, where we will be performing in every town in the West, from Singatoka to Ba. And then Saturday we will be doing a promotional campaign in Nosori, in the Delta town, with maybe around 9 a.m. in the morning. And on the same day, we are been performing, and it was opportunity for us to perform in the Maris Brothers Sevens, which will be at the National Stadium at 1 o'clock. So we will be performing there, and my Super 8 contestants will be performing. Then this Thursday, we're also having the hip hop round, which is the last elimination round for the contestant.
Yes.
And based on that dance competition, we will be eliminating 3 more contestants on the Tuesday at FBC Studio. So Monday, when you watch the shows, you start voting your contestants. Even now, you try to.
So how does the voting work? Do they can they vote like any time of the day and any day of the week?
Yes.
Or is only the votes on certain days counted?
No, votes is continuous voting. You can
Okay.
vote your contestants. The vote always came into a platform. It's already, it is going keep on multiplies the votes there that comes to our platform. So it's added onto that.
Okay.
When we make a decision on the lowest vote on that day. So if we say, okay, we close at 7 o'clock. We make what are the votes at 7. We take a photographs on our platform.
Right.
And these are the decisions that we made on that platform. So
Okay.
voting is always open. you can keep on voting to
But
your
on the
contest.
day of the performance, this is the day that they've chosen the votes from, the lowest number of
Yes,
votes.
yes, the day of the performance.
Okay. Well, we've got more still to come. We'll also be talking more to Mr. Narayan, and we'll also have one of the contestants, Glenn Makalinau, and he's waiting on hand to tell us about his experience. But yes, this is Speak Your Mind, heading into another break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Welcome back to Speak Your Mind. And yes, we're continuing with our conversation with the Fiji's dancing superstar producer, Mr. Sandeep Narayan. And we've got with us one of the finalists for the competition. Yes, we've got Glenn Makalinau, and he's one of the contestants. Now, Glenn, tell us a little bit more about yourself before we ask you the hard questions.
Okay, first of all, my name's Glenn Maclean. I'm a 19-year-old student of FNU, and I'm doing courses of degree in civil engineering.
Okay, where did you audition? Did you audition? Which city or town did you audition in?
I auditioned in Suva.
Okay. How was the audition process for you?
It was really good. I was unprepared, and it was like a last-minute thing because I was like deciding whether to go for the audition or not. And then that night, I just decided to stay back in the hostel, and then after that go for the auditions the next morning.
Okay, have you got the have you been like has a lot of people commented and say, "Oh, you're a really good dancer. You should try it out."
Yeah, they did, but then it wasn't to my interest.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was just a small thing, but then it became huge.
Yeah.
Started from Nandi, Lutaka was not that recognized yet. But then when it became in silver, then I was like, I think I should go. At least this is a opening and an opportunity to showcase my talent and try and give back.
Yeah. So having I have to say this. I don't know what is it. Is it about you all? I think all Filipinos are just good performers. I had a group in Lotoka, a group that I was aware of. Then they had about four of them, four brothers, and they used to perform together, and they were really good. So when I saw you perform, and I was like, you actually from? It was you.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. See. I didn't even realize.
Similar Lost Boys.
Yes, the Lost Boys. That's right. So tell us about your experience. Did that also help you and contribute to your performing with the Dancing Superstars?
Yes.
In what sense?
In what sense? It brought up it built me up in many ways. Like in dancing, I became more confident in it. Because dancing is all about movements, and in that manner, you'll be able to tell a story.
Right.
And I think it has harnessed me enough. So this show has been also a really big build up towards my dancing experience.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Has there anything from this particular program, like Mr. Narayan said, a lot of you came in with different attitudes and having different personalities. But ever since you joined the production, also the program itself, the project, how has it been for you? Do you think you've learned a lot more than just choreography and dancing? Do you think this has also helped in your social skills as an individual?
Yes.
It has?
I've met a lot of people, people with high status in the dancing career, like Peter Espiritu, the head choreographer of Oceania Dance Theatre, Catalina. So yeah, it has.
Has it also helped you in your, what can I say, values? Like you said, you've also got to change your attitude to fit in the program and stuff. Has this also been a challenge for you?
Yes.
It has?
Yeah.
Why? What's the challenge bit in the camp when you guys all do get together?
Big time management.
I'm sure, especially being a teenager,
Yeah.
just having to do with other people's time and not your time. Okay. Well, with Mr. Narayan and also the rest of the production team, what has the relationship been with all of you all together? Has there been a lot of clashes, or have you guys always been able to work through it?
We obviously have worked through a lot of things, made sacrifice together, and I guess we have built a lot of kinship, family kind of relationship with everyone. So yeah, it's enjoying being with the team, with other contestants, get to socialize, know about the other people,
right,
and where they come from, and yeah, it's fun.
And he's saying with the finale, you guys will be performing in different parts. Yeah, you'll be doing a road show basically. And are you prepared for this?
Not really, because I'm trying to balance my schoolwork with this
Oh,
competition.
true. That will be the other challenge as well.
Yeah.
So, have you prepared though?
Not really.
Oh, see, he's not prepared. So you have to do something.
Yeah, he's starting to prepare from tomorrow when the training starts.
Okay, well, what has your family been like through the? I know your mom and your dad are always supportive. I mean, from your performances in Lautoka, having from what I've observed, how have they been since you took over? Since you took part in this program?
My family has been very, very supportive towards me,
Right.
especially in taking this opportunity into a bigger,
Higher scale. Yeah.
higher scale.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm really proud and really glad to have a family like that.
Yeah.
My brothers have been helping me out, give me ideas, and I'm just there remixing my song, and my other brother will just come and say, "No, not that song. You have to put that song and this song." And my mom is very supportive with helping me financially.
Right.
So trying to look for sponsors and all.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Also, the contestants also get a chance to look for their own sponsors, Sandeep?
Yes, we have given authorities to all the contestants
Okay.
that they can have their own sponsors for market themselves. For example,
okay.
they come
This is
from
just for the marketing
marketing.
purposes.
Yeah, if they come from Lautoka, they can look for sponsors who can print up flyers for you, or T-shirts for you,
Right.
brooches for you, where you can start posting posters on in the wall in town. So this is somehow that it will be not tougher on in a contestant itself to market themselves. So they can go and look for sponsors and give them a mileage of putting their logos on their
This is
flyers.
also really good because this will also develop their personal relationships with and just
Yes.
their social skills as
Yes.
well.
Mhm.
Was that the way for you? Was that how it was for you, Glenn, or did you let your mom do everything?
No, I had to meet people. I actually danced in an engagement,
Oh, there you go.
so it was like a win-win situation with
Right.
one of my sponsors.
So I'm sure with your dancing background too, you had a lot of contacts. You can
No.
you don't have to be modest about
No,
it.
not really.
Okay, well, so far looking forward to the big finale.
Yeah,
Yeah, how has the training been for you and
For
the
me?
other contestants? For you personally?
really tough. Coming from a hip hop dancer, I have to like adapt towards specific.
That's right.
Then after be really flexible and a bit
Did
like
you feel
loosen up
stupid
with
sometimes
Bollywood.
working outside your comfort zone?
Yes, especially without clothes.
But I'm sure you have nothing to be ashamed about.
So yeah, and then after that, coming to contemporary, I had to wear tights. That's not comfortable.
Right.
So yeah, but it was enjoyable. I like the experience. I love the experience.
That's what this is all about, isn't it, Sandeep?
Yeah. It is something that where you come from and try to develop something new into yourself. And as I said, to become a superstar in dancing, as I said in the beginning, that I wanted to put it in a way of blending this show with
Yeah.
the multiracial, multi-ethnical. So I choose the 5 different dance forms, which was started with the Pacific dance, and then coming with the other dance forms. So
Nice.
these are the part of that show, and all contestants has to go through each. Try to compete and try to win the hearts of the
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
and then they can call, okay, I am a superstar of dancing.
Nice. So the hip hop is the next genre that's left to be.
Yeah,
performed?
that's the last genre that is left, and that will be the final elimination dance form.
Okay.
So anyone that gonna perform on that, this will be the last time that you have to judge them
Yeah.
and vote them for the elimination round.
Okay. Well, I guess this will fall on you or Phil, right?
Hopefully.
Well, there he goes again, being modest. Well, thank you so much, Glenn. And once again, thank you, Sandeep, for being with us on the show. But hey, don't go anywhere because we'll be back with Ashwal Kumar and also Shika Vishwani. They're the other 2 contestants that will be talking to us today on Speak Your Mind. We're heading into another break, but we'll be back with more. Welcome back to Speak Your Mind, and this is our 5th and final segment. And in studio we had Mr. Sandeep Narayan. We're talking about the Fiji's Dancing Superstars, and this is the very first dancing television program that is aired on FBC TV. Now we've got with us 2 of the finalists, contestants for this, vying for the top spot, Mr. Ashwal Kumar and Ms. Dipshika Vishwani. Hey guys, welcome to the show.
Hello.
How has it
Thank
been
you.
so far?
It's kind of challenging, I would say.
Yeah.
Because it's different for us. We're taking up different forms.
Yeah.
It's most of them are not. How do you say? familiar to us.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Dipshika, whereabouts you from?
It's for me, it's kind of tough, and it's a nice experience for me so far, and it's been really good.
That's nice. Where did you audition?
I auditioned in Ba.
You auditioned in Ba.
Yeah.
And for you,
So did I.
yeah? Oh, so you both from Ba, representing Ba today.
Well, I would say no. I just auditioned in bar because I was late for the Lutaka audition.
Oh, so you went all the way to Ba for
I was actually in school that time, so I couldn't make it to the Lutaka one.
Okay, well, there I was assuming. But anyways, so how has it, well, with the, like I was asking Glenn earlier as well, with the preparation towards the finale, are you guys ready? I mean, having gone through the, the last performances and the last concerts, are you guys ready for the finale?
Yeah, we've been preparing for that. We've been advised a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Actually, it's going kind of mellow so far since of the delay.
yeah,
So we've had a lot of time to prepare actually. So
that's good. That's good.
it's happening.
Yeah. So for having to learn all the different aspects of dancing, the different genres, has that been a challenge for you, Ashwal?
Very much, very
Yeah?
much a challenge.
What part? Having to go like
To
go
learn
shirtless?
No, not that's like, how do you say, like that's part and parcel
Yeah.
of performing. But on part of the new forms, it's actually quite challenging because we're not really familiar with most of the forms. It's probably for myself, it's the first time doing all these other forms.
Yeah.
So it's kind of tough.
Dipshika, what has it been for you?
I have-
Learning all the different
I have
genres.
to agree with Ashwell because I've been in the same situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, because starting from Pacific till now, it's been good experience, but hard as well.
Has it built your confidence though in knowing that, when you say I'm a superstar, that means you can do all kinds of, all genre of dancing.
Yeah.
Has it been something that you've been like, striving towards?
Yeah, I give my full potential
Mhm.
through it, and it's been good.
That's good. The training. I hear it's very challenging.
Yes,
You have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
very much
Yeah.
for training. Yeah,
I
well,
go to
it's
sleep around 12 in
stretching,
1.
running. Wow, it's
I'm sure.
yeah,
So first day you guys woke up at 10:30.
yes.
What you thought you were all on holiday or
We
something?
were like,
But
okay,
it's a camp, so we just enjoy. But we
let's
didn't
enjoy
know.
a bit because everything's catered for.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Well, was that a big
no.
surprise?
Yeah.
So, having to leave with the other contestants, what's the atmosphere like? Is it competitive? Everyone's like keeping them style to themselves, or do you guys like work together, work really well together?
To be
Yeah.
honest, we're actually like a family. We
That's
have dinner
nice.
together. We talk all the time. We help each other out. It's so much fun being with all the contestants because we don't treat each other as competitors. We're a family at home, so
That's
it feels good.
nice.
It feels good to be
Yeah,
around
Dipshika?
everyone.
Yeah.
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 Have you made new friends? You say?
I meet like all of them, like friends, families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. What has the support been from your family?
My family, like all the members from my family, my relatives, and my school students, my friends, my principal, my
Right.
sponsors.
Oh, you sponsored them, lucky you.
Yeah. My sponsors, Vinod Patel and Amint Insurance, they helped me a lot through
Mhm.
it. And my schoolmates and all of the voters.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And for you, Ashwal?
I would say my immediate family was the most support I got because my sister actually had to drag me to the bar audition because I wasn't. I was like, this is like I can't do this. This is so much above me.
Okay,
So
so
she
what
had to
what
drag me
got
there.
you? What got you apart from your sister dragging you to the
Yeah.
audition? What also inspired you to take part?
Once I got to the audition, my sister made me realize that like I have to do this. This is what I do all the time.
Yeah.
This is my passion. So when I got to the audition, I was like, I'm gonna give it my all and see where I go.
Okay,
Yeah.
and for you, Deepika?
For me, like I'm a big time dancer in school,
Yeah.
so competitions keeps on coming for me. So one of my friends told me about this, like, okay, let's give it a try. Then I never knew I'd go this far.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah, lucky
nice.
me.
So apart from the training, apart from everything else, is there anything else that you've gained from this journey, like personally?
For me personally, a lot of wisdom because dancing with Musti and Oceania, I've realized that dance is not just what I used to do. It's so much more.
Exactly.
Learning the new forms and genres made me realize that it's not easy looking and judging people about what they do is like I have such a different perspective of for dance now.
Nice. And for you, Dipshika?
And for me, it's like I'm still schooling, so I got to know, like, I gain more knowledge, which I
Right.
can acquire in stuffs and stuff. I can tell people that this is it's how to be done and stuff. It's like really good for me as a school student as well.
Exactly. Are you always prepared though to hear the feedbacks? I know a lot of people say, constructive criticism and stuff, but are you always prepared for it, or does some just get you off guard? The negative ones, I mean.
For me, it's if it's negative, I don't take it too hard because there's always gonna be critics.
Yeah.
So you don't have to take these things as like a downside. Just take it as motivation.
Exactly. And for you, Dipshika?
For me, all the goods and bad comments and stuffs, I get like, okay, thank you.
So you're more
Yeah.
prepared now than
Yeah.
as opposed to before.
Yeah.
I guess it comes with the training and also just with the whole journey itself.
Yeah, exactly.
How has it been working with Mr. Narayan and the rest of the production team?
It's been a really good experience.
Now, this is
till
Speak Your
now.
Mind, so you can be honest. No.
No, honestly, it's been a good experience till now where we got suffered a lot while training. And
Yeah.
other than that, in the house, it was maintained really well.
Oh, that's nice. And for you, Ashwal?
It's been rough at times. I'll be honest. It's been rough because like training times are like so off the chart. It's
Yeah.
not regular to us. So I would say it's been rough. And besides that, it's been like I've enjoyed my time.
All right. Well, that's really nice. We're actually wrapping up the show now. Before we go, any last words from our contestants before they go?
First of all, my name is Ashwal Kumar. I'm from Lotoka, Burning West Lotoka. I'm part of the Simulos Boys crew. If you like my performances, please vote for me. It's AK to 787. Thanks so much.
Dipshika?
And as you know, I'm Dipshika Vishwani from the Men in Black Town Bar. Please, if you till now you like all my performance, any of my performances, please do vote for me. And I'd really like to thank all of you, all the voters out there, and my sponsors Vinod Patel and Amin Insurance. Thank you so much for all this lovely support you gave me. And keep voting. It's DB2787.
All right. Well, there you go. That was Speak Your Mind for today. Now, don't forget to catch the Fiji's Dancing Superstars, and we'll also give you updates on where the performance will be next time. Until our next show, you have a fantastic day. This is Sarafina signing off for now.